Rebounded by Valanciunas. Very strong start to the career last year of Andrew Wiggins out of Kansas. Just 1 year with the Jayhawks. Came out strong early on, and Clarkie never slowed down.
Yeah, found his stride early and just kept strutting his stuff right to the tune of Rookie of the Year.
Now, here's Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's DeRozan. Bangs home the trifecta. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Here's Prince. His last outing, he had 8 points. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, Wiggins won the Roy last year, and really deservedly so. He was the early favorite to win it, led all rookies in scoring, and wasn't really close. Put up almost 17 points per game, and he shot the ball from the perimeter far better than most thought he would.
You know, for Wiggins, he was also the rookie leader in minutes played. He quickly became the go-to player for the Wolves, and no other rookie carried as much offensive
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Clippers last game.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Minnesota making some changes. Bjelica, he's checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the jam by LaVine.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Raptors knocking down the tray. And that one's good. Wiggins.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Patterson, that's good.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Here's LaVine. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And dang, gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's DeRozan. And again, it's Toronto converting.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 13. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Jang. Wiggins has got his second basket of the game. Ross kicks to DeRozan. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Now here's Muhammad. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Good! There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Patterson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or he'll give up points in a hurry.
LaVine can't hit. Toronto leading by 15. Here's Joseph. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Terrence Ross. That's his first personal foul.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Payne, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And both free throws good for Wiggins. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From the wing, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
For Minnesota, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Patterson can't get it to go. Here's Levine. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Toronto ahead, up by 16. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. So when I came, you know, I just wanted to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Scola out there with Powell. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. Timberwolves trail by 19.
And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season, but really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Pass to Prince. Miller outside. Dishes it to Towns. Back to Miller. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Back to Terrence Ross. Greg, you're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. Clark, I'm not surprised that he's had a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, he didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Wiggins. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Clippers game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And it's DeRozan missing. And on the topic of Lowry, he became only the third Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosch and Vinsanity, the other two. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Three-pointer, and that one's good. Lowry's got 14 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Towns, that's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here is Rubio after Luis Scola's score. And that one's good. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Biombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince. So it's Toronto now. Patterson passes to Ross. Jump shot is good. Ross has got 8 points.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And again, it's Minnesota.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide-open shots like that.
Here's DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Patterson dishes to Ross. And another basket for Toronto.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Bielitsa. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in. And it's the Raptors ball. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Ross with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Pass to Bialica.